Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Mathunjwa. Thank you so much, sir. What is it that the companies have offered, sir, and what have your members said?
The company has come up with a principal proposal, of which I've given to the company. You remember the companies were at 800 rand, so now we moved to 883, of which the workers, they simply say they want 1,000 rand on the basic salary, excluding the living out allowance. They can look at that.
So basically your workers have given you the mandate to go back to the companies and ask for the 1,000 rand plus the living out allowance?
The living out allowance and the issue of categories that has to be streamlined accordingly.
Here at London, I heard you also mention the issue of the 225 essential services staff. What did the workers say?
They also said that the agreement cannot be signed if those workers are not ready to work.
Have you spoken to the companies about that?
I just finished now.
And then, Mr. Mathunjwa, this has also been a week where a lot of different people on the outside have commented on the strike. What do you think about this?
The strike was quite positive. It was a necessity. We don't regret. The workers have shown a good force that they cannot embrace the legacy of apartheid anymore. So I think the workers where they are, I think it shows that at the end of the day, we'll make a breakthrough.
And then just for clarity, sir, are you saying that if the companies are willing to give you 1,000 over a 3-year period plus a living out allowance, if you could just clarify what the amount should be at the living out allowance, then the strike
it should be increased on a CPI, the living out allowance.
Okay.
And then the 1,000 rand on the basic salary, and the 8% for C levels is 8.5% and 8%, and then 7.5 for C levels.
And if they give that, then the strike would be over.
Then I have to come back to them, and then surely the strike might be over.
Last one from me, sir. What do you make of the comments by the companies that they have nothing more to give?
I don't know. I'm not part of their board. In as much as the workers, if the workers in principle they agree on such, you can see how much have they compromised, from their side.
Will this demand that they're putting forward, it will get you to 12,500?
Yes, I think we can do some sums around that. There will be workers that they can reach a basic salary of 12,000 rand in 3 years. Some will be still left behind, but it's a true indication of really we are aiming at 12,500.
Mr. Mathunjwa, there's also an element of not further strikes as long as the agreement stands.
It's a standard. That is standard. In any agreement, whatever that you agree and contain in the agreement, you cannot go on strike on those issues. You can go on strike on other issues of which are not part of the agreement.
Mr. Mathunjwa, one of the things from the producer side is that they were trying to convince you that they only have a certain amount of money left available, and any agreement must fit within that quantum of finances. Is that something Amcu has now accepted, or does that not fit with this proposal?
I think you heard it yourself today that the very same 800 that they were talking about has been rejected. They are simply saying 1,000 on a basic salary and excluding the living out allowance. So therefore, that didn't fly.
Yeah. And then, sorry, Mr. Mathunjwa, last one for me. Was there any talk of restructuring? Obviously, there will be a peace clause on this, but has Amcu been demanding no restructuring in any agreement or no jobs lost over this?
That is part of it. Wherever that we've been going, it's Impala, it's Anglo, and also it was becoming very dark. Guys, they did say that during the time of the agreement, there must be no restructuring.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I just hope as well, guys, just support my colleagues. I think what we are saying is the federation. Amcu has changed history, in particular in the mining sector. And we are also saying as a federation that government and the political organizations, it does not help them to shout over the door. You can see now, after these talks brought together by government have failed, the employers and Amcu have almost reached an agreement, if you see that. It means Amcu as a union, as people have been saying, this is not a union, it's a union, this and that. It's now the union that the mining process is going to face. And we are going to change. We have already started, and we will change the living conditions and the salaries of the miners.
And what is important is Amcu initiated this last engagement. It was not the employer. It was from my office. Government failed. I took the initiative from the office of the president of Amcu to initiate this engagement, of which I can see God is blessing us towards the right direction. Thank you. God bless you all.